Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are seeing me for the first time, hi, my name is Alose Juliet Ogechukwu. You are free to call me AJ. There's a saying that when you marry someone, you marry their family. You might laugh it off, but that is just the truth. As a lady, once you are married into your partner's home, his entire family automatically becomes big part of your life. You inherit both the good and the bad. Conflicts naturally emerge. You will want to train your kids one way and your in-laws, especially your mother-in-law, will want it a bit different. They will want you and your husband to follow their advice without asking questions. If you dare ask questions, they will bring in their age and ask you to listen to them. They will want you to be a saint with no feelings and work like a slave. Your mother-in-law will find your presence as a good opportunity for her to retire for good. They will impose on your husband to take his life decisions based on their advice. Most times, your opinion doesn't count in the house. You are just there to warm your husband's bed and make children for them. Your mother-in-law can go to the extent to harm you, you won't see anything wrong with that. Rather, you would justify his mother's actions. But if you dare it, your husband is going to hate you. You as a husband are going to sit back and watch all this happen to your wife. You have to set boundaries. You have to make your mother understand that she is no authority to boss over your wife. That your wife is not under any obligation to serve anybody. She is not there to serve anybody. She is not a slave. You have to stand up. That is where setting boundaries comes in. Don't allow any member of your family to treat your wife as a trash. Most people want to justify mother-in-law's actions that, oh, she's feeling insecure and scared to lose her son. Like, seriously? There is no justifiable reason for that. What about the lady? She is the one that actually lost. Her parents have lost her forever with the hope that she will find happiness in her new home. She left her parents. She left her home. She left her father's name just to be with you. It be like everybody hates you. They don't want you. That is the more reason you as a man need to stand up. You need to stand up for your wife. You need to be there to support her. You need to be on the same page with your wife. You shouldn't love your parents, but you have to leave them out of your married life. You don't need to run to them to take advice from them. Whatever decisions you want to take, whatever advice you want to take should be between you and your wife. That is why it is very important for you to know whom you are choosing as a life partner. Don't go and marry a mama's boy. It takes a matured man and a man of discipline to be in marriage. A mama's boy will always run to his mother to take advice from her. Most mother-in-laws are the ones to determine when you and your husband will start making babies. They will be the one to determine the name you give to your children. They will be the one to determine how you raise the children. Even the food they eat, they will be the one to determine all that. Most of them tell their sons how much to give you and when to give you money. Oh, my wife and my mother are always fighting. You are the cause of it. Because you refuse to set boundaries. If you set boundaries, you're going to put a stop to all that. Everybody will know their limits. You just walked in and you meet your mother crying. That is not enough reason for you to bounce on your wife. Because your mother is crying doesn't make her a victim. You need to be patient enough to hear from your wife, to hear her own side of the story. Elders can create unnecessary drama. Elders can be corrected. Elders can be answered back when they are rude or act pathetically. Because you're an elder doesn't mean that everything you do is the right thing. No, they can be very wrong. They need to be corrected. I didn't say you should throw your parents inside the gutter or throw them into an old age homes. No, you should protect them. You should provide for them. But at the same time, leave them out of your married life. They can spoil your married life. Your marriage is between you and your wife, not between you and your parents and your wife. You shouldn't allow third party into your marriage. Whatever decisions you want to make in your marriage should be between you and your wife. Don't always run to your parents when you have issues with your spouse. No, you don't treat your wife like a trash. As you lay your bed, so you lie on it. Whatever name you call your dog, that is the name it will bear. So you have to take the lead while others follow. If you treat your wife like a trash, how do you expect people to respect her? How do you expect a member of your family to respect her? Of course, nobody will respect her. The reason why there is always quarrel fighting is because you refuse to set boundaries. You refuse to make everybody know their limits. Love your parents, love your siblings, love every member of your family, but love your wife more. Your wife is your first priority because she is in that marriage because of you. You are answerable to whatever thing that happens to her. You should support her. Time shall come when your parents will be no more. Your siblings will not be there for you. It is now you and your wife. And by that time, maybe you might be very weak. So she will be the one to take care of you. So how do you expect her to take care of you when the time she needed you most, you were not there for her? You will have to lay a good foundation in your marriage. Or you don't like the way she dressed, invest on her. Invest on her. Make her look the way you want her to look. Make her look presentable the way you want her to look. She is your first priority. Don't run to your parents for any little issues. Don't allow third party into your marriage. Third party is going to spoil your married life. So you need to leave them out of your marriage. It is just between you and your wife. How do you expect them to respect you how when they are looking up to you? You are the one that will take the lead. You are the one that will present your wife. You are the one that will stand and say no. The one that will put it lies on your shoulder. Everything lies on your shoulder. It is your responsibility as a man to set boundaries in your home. If you are buoyant enough, you should have a separate home for your parents. Take care of them, protect them, love them, but love your wife more. Make her your first priority. Don't allow anybody to subject her into slavery or in the name of marriage. She is not a slave. You protect her. If you protect your wife in your marriage, she's going to love you, respect you, and take care of your entire family. But if you do otherwise, don't complain if she disrespects you and hates your mother. Because you're going to live all through your life. If you make your wife to be bitter in that marriage, you are going to pay for it all through your life. You have to set boundaries. This is your home. These are your people. You are the ones to tell them what to do, not the wife. They are your people. That is your home. You are the one to set boundaries. You have to. In everything in this life, there are rules that guide everything. Marriage has rules that guides it. And one of the rules is setting boundaries. You have to set boundaries in your marriage. Whatever be the complaint, whatever be the problem, they should direct those complaints and the issues to you. And then you will call your wife and ask her to hear her own side of the story before you take any decision. Because every member of the family is against your wife, it's not enough reason for you to go against her. It's not enough reason for you to feel that she's a bad egg. That is when she needs you most. She needs more of your support, more of your attention, more of your care. Both of you have to be on the same page. Both of you have to be united. That is why it is very important for you to know the kind of partner you are going to spend the rest of your life with. Don't marry a mama's boy. I will always say that. It takes a man of discipline and a matured man to handle some little issues in the marriage because issues will eventually come up. No marriage is rosy. It takes work and commitment for you to make your marriage to be rosy. It is not a day job. You are buoyant enough, have a separate home for your parents. Leave your parents out of your married life. Leave your friends out of your married life. Leave your siblings out of your married life. Provide for them. Everybody has their limits. There are limits your friends can go. There are limits your family can go. There are limits your siblings can go. When it comes to marriage, there should be limits. And share your wife's mistakes with people because they will ridicule her. If your wife and your mother are having issues, you correct them separately on a separate occasions. There should be rules. There should be guidelines. There should be limits. You have to set boundaries if you actually want a peaceful home. Thank you so much for listening.